For this week's Tank of Gas Getaway, we're heading to Wildlife Images, where you can have a ton of fun, learn something new, and properly social distance, which is about 6 feet, or the wingspan of a turkey vulture.
First things first, Wildlife Images is not exactly what you would call a zoo.
At the preeminent wildlife rehabilitation and education center here in Southern Oregon.
That's Dave Siddon. He runs Wildlife Images, which takes in all species of animals, like the especially noisy sandhill crane, who, for one reason or another, wouldn't be able to survive in the wild.
Some of them may be psychologically injured or just too tame to release because they were in human custody too long to return to the wild. Others may have permanent injuries, they can't fly well or whatever well enough to return to the wild. So those guys hopefully will become educational ambassadors for their species.
Those educational ambassadors,
Good boy,
like Cody
good girl,
and Yak, teach the public about their species and why conservation is a main focus of Wildlife Images.
Educating the people, getting them to connect to wildlife is going to really affect the future because these are the future voters. They're the future people that are going to be in charge of the environment and making the decisions necessary to preserve habitat for these wild creatures.
Wildlife Images is open for exactly that, with tours, summer camps, and special experiences with the animal ambassadors.
You can come out and have an experience with the birds of prey. Maybe it'll be the bobcats, it'll be a clinic talk. So there's all sorts of things for the public to do every half an hour. There's something to go on.
The most important work, the rehabilitation, happens in the background.
This goose came in with an ulna fracture, so a fracture in his wing.
Animal Services Manager Jen Osborne Elliott is tending to this very patient goose with an injured wing.
Yeah, one of the main reasons that we're here where our facility exists is because we want to be here to help educate the public and to bring in wild patients that need help.
So far this year, the Rehabilitation Center has taken in over 900 animals in need of help, including these 2 little baby squirrels who fell out of their nests.
What we're here for is to do that. We have the expertise and the supplies to be able to take care of those animals and bring them in and hopefully nurse them back to health if possible.
Healing and teaching, while also offering you and your family a fun day outside.
Data boy.
If you're looking to spend a wild day in the woods, check out wildlifeimages.org. For Tank of Gas Getaway, I'm Matt Jordan.